What is this, amateur hour?
I'm blacker than the ace of spades and more militant than you and your whole damn army put together. While you out there chanting at rallies and browbeating politicians, I'm taking out any money front sucker on a Hummer that gets in my way. So I'll tell you what. When your so-called revolution starts, you call me, and I'll be right down front showing you how it's done. But until then, you need to shut the fuck up when grown folks is talking. Now can you dig it?
Ladies, gentlemen, and scholars, the world's first quantum podcast live from the Daddy Juice Energy Studio in the Beat Curtain District. Your star players, Gemini Jackson, Brian McFly, and Arthur Dude. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, of course, to you scholars. I'm your fearless and greasy host, Gemini Jackson, someone of the Quantimeter with our resident hyena, Arthur Dude.
Howdy, ninjas.
Brian McFly joins us from the other side of the glory hole. Now let's get this party started with X Quantimino. Here we go, guys. The first ever product recall of a food because of its genetically engineered ingredients was, you guessed it, Taco Bell brand taco shells. That's pretty fun. Taco Bell brand taco shells.
I remember those. They still have them.
They're pulled from stores after tests confirmed the presence of an ingredient not approved for human consumption. Ooh.
That's mysterious. Does it say in the article what the ingredient was?
It was riboflavin dick.
Yeah. I would have guessed it was like the meat or something.
Inside
it would have been
of
the Taco Bell meat.
I'm going to guess
the
it's a
shell
preservative.
itself.
Yeah, this is probably some kind of preservative. It's probably now approved for human consumption because, you know, they're like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. Now they're like, fuck it, whatever. But back then they were like, you know, we don't even know what that word is.
Bullshit.
So
They got greased up. They got a little, they got a couple hundo.
it probably, they
Some lobbying.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, how about this nice gift card to Taco Bell? I know a guy. I know Mr. Bell. I can get you in. I can get you in. Hottest table in town.
Do you know Mr. Bell's first name?
Taco.
No. This is a trivia question.
Oh,
The place is called Taco Bell because the founder's last name was Bell.
I didn't
That's
know
not-
that.
Is that true?
It's true. It's 100% true. I know this history story.
Jeremiah Bell.
Nah, it was Glenn Bell.
Glenn Bell.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's a Glenn.
I was wondering
he's a
about
Glenn
that, Taco Bell.
Bellionaire.
It was out in like California, and he saw this Mexican restaurant just doing so well, and he
It's like,
made
fuck
a
that.
fast
I'm gonna
food
take that
copycat
shit.
version.
I'm gonna take that, rewind it back. Grease it down. Are you a Taco Bell fan, Brian McFly?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't go as often as I'd like, but I love a steak quesadilla. And I love a Mexican pizza.
Treat yourself.
They bring that back already?
No,
Rest in peace.
Rest in pizza, baby. Because that is off the menu forever.
It's fucked up, dude.
When was the first time you had Taco Bell? What was that experience like? Because for me, it was a fundamental change in my
diet?
food experience. Like I feel like
Your
we
health
had
maintenance.
well, no, we had fast food, right? We've had like, you know, pizza, burgers, stuff like that, but like when I encountered Taco Bell, I was kind of starting to come into my own. I started to drive and stuff like that. It was like, you know, experiencing foods and stuff. And Taco Bell came on the scene. And it's like, boom, this shit is different.
The first time I did eat Taco Bell was probably after youth group at church.
Ooh.
That was the spot.
I think instead of saying eat Taco Bell, you should just say did Taco Bell.
Why? Because it's like a drug?
You keep going back for more, don't you?
Yeah, you're right.
That first taste. Once it hits
Remember
you, that's
cheesy?
what it was like.
What's the cheesy potato? What was it called?
Yeah.
The
Cheesy Fiesta potatoes.
yeah,
Look at this
those
guy.
are good.
He's got the
They still
entire
have 'em?
menu on
That was a
tap.
$1 menu item.
Look at this. He's got the price points,
It was
the
a little like
menus.
styrofoam cup with like little potato nuggets and then covered in
Yeah.
like
Art's
cheese with
got-
like green onion on it.
Art's got
They were tangy.
so much
Oh yeah, the sour cream on there.
information.
I've been a fan for a little while. I can't say I'm OG because
You're like
once
a
upon a time it
only
was
fan.
like they had a $39, $49, $59 menu. Remember this? Like
What the-
tacos
what
once
is that?
upon a time
Cents?
were
I
like
think
39
so. Yes,
cents.
yeah. That was
I feel
turn of the
like
millennia.
That was before my Taco Bell time.
When was your Taco Bell? When did it start? 90s? Mine started in the 90s.
Maybe.
Yeah, late
can't
90s.
recall.
Late 90s.
Yeah, probably. Actually, no. I would say the early aughts for me because still didn't like Mexican food for a while.
Oh yeah, you hated beans. Still do.
I just hated ground beef, especially. I think the whole cafeteria idea of Mexican food is what ruined it for me.
No.
It always looked
Yeah.
like turds to me.
No,
man.
it reinforced the
Diarrhea
love,
on a
man.
tray.
I loved that diarrhea on that tray. All over them corn chips, baby.
Well, the
and then the
Frito pie-
chunky ass fucking cheese that doesn't melt.
It was like shredded cheese, right?
It
But
tasted
was thick
good.
cut.
Yeah, it was globs. They do that now in fancy fucking restaurants. They have globs of cheese in fancy fucking restaurants. We used to get that on tap. I feel like we're going backwards.
How about you, McFly, in terms of how you came to love Mexican food?
Well, I don't know if it's real Mexican food, but we are talking about Taco Bell.
It's Mexican-y. It's
Mexican
more Mexican than
inspired.
the others, yeah.
There's a place called in Slam City, Southeast Texas. There's a place called Crazy Jose's. And
Crazy Jose, you say.
yeah, so we
How
go there.
crazy is the said Jose?
I don't think he exists. I think it's a
what?
white family that
Oh,
owns
Jesus
it. So
Christ.
there might be a Joseph. There might be a crazy
Well, then
Joseph.
how crazy on a scale from uno to diez is Joseph on a tip to 10 scale? Was that your first experience with Mexican food?
there? Probably was. Or Casa Olay.
Casa Olay. We didn't have
Also-
Mexican food growing up.
Casa Olay sounds like it was a chain.
Yeah, it was.
It was. Yeah, I mean, it was
think
like
they
a
make
local.
salsa in a
buffet?
jar now, right? That's their thing?
What's up?
Salsa in a jar.
Yeah.
with a lady on it.
That they sell in the grocery store?
I don't know if this is the same Casa Olay. It's like a local. I don't think they're that put together to have their own merchandise. At
I think
the
I'm
grocery
thinking
store.
about Jose Olay.
Yeah. The
Why don't you?
burritos.
Aren't y'all from like a
Yeah.
predominantly Mexican town? Why
A
didn't you eat
Mexican-inspired
Mexican
town?
food?
We just didn't have it growing up.
Visually, I didn't find it appetizing.
No, I mean like in the home. We never had it.
No, not really.
What do you think that's all
Mom and
about?
Dad. Our parents aren't really adventurous eaters. You know, I mean, like they know what they know and they've eaten what they've eaten, but they didn't like branch out to find Mexican food. Do you know what I mean? Like, and back then it was like, you know, it's all mom and pop shops, so it's like, it's kind of like community based, you know. Instead of like people just going out for Mexican food,
But
it was
Taco
like,
Bell was
you
in
go
the
to your
fast
friend's
food
restaurant.
chain.
Yeah, exactly. But
Like,
Taco Bell
category,
was
like
fast food.
Wendy's or
but it didn't actually
McDonald's.
hit our part of Slam City South for a while. It didn't get there till late 90s.
Same here. Yeah, our the town that I'm from, they didn't have it until later. So I guess they've really come up in the last 20 years.
But you'd had that Casa Olay beforehand, right?
Yeah, I had that Casa Olay hitter
What was your jam?
for a while.
Did you just like nachos?
Was it enchiladas?
You know, I just get 2 cheese enchiladas and the rice and beans and the queso. I mean, you know,
The combo
the
plate?
usual. Yeah.
enchiladas were served in cafeteria, right? Or was it like a burrito and then like sauce down, right? It was just a Jose Olay with sauce, right?
We're going to get down to it, but a lot of this stuff was like the same ingredients, just shaped in different ways.
Sure.
That's Mexican food in general. Is that what you're saying?
Like
Yeah.
cafeteria food.
There's about like 10 ingredients, and you somehow like have different combinations, but bottom line is they're kind of the same idea, just meat, tortilla of some sort, sauce, toppings, right? I mean, a lot of dishes are like that.
That's like food in general. It's like meat,
Sit your little sexy ass down.
toppings.
Yeah, you can pretty
Staple.
much
Yeah,
say
but
that
there
about
is
a lot.
something pretty,
It's the comino.
interchangeable about Mexican food in particular.
Yeah.
It's really like the
I guess-
flavors and the origination of like that's where I think it all changes is the spices that make it taste regional.
Yeah.
Sometimes the meat really depends.
We're getting really lost in this.
I'm not a
Mexican
goat
food.
fan.
We're like going in. We're going deep dive into this Mexican food thing. Like, why is it the stereotype Mexican food where it's just like 3 things in different combinations? Let's go. What was your go-to? You said Mexican pizza and
Steak quesadillas.
oh yeah. How about you?
Although
Art?
sometimes they overdo. There's like a sauce that they put in the quesadillas.
They make
and
it
I'm like,
wet.
keep that sauce. And if you're gonna put it in the quesadilla, just to
Make it
that'll
light.
do you.
But no, they made it wet.
They make it super wet, and I don't like it.
Art, yours is anything on the dollar menu, yeah?
You got it.
Yeah. Mine right now is the $5 box. Any variation of the $5 box, you can get at me. I'm into that $5 box.
Especially the custom one now.
Yeah. All right, guys. Black holes sing at a frequency similar to B flat, but located 57 octaves below middle C. Dep. It's like
Shit.
It's like 1 per minute or some shit like that.
Like just a whoom per minute?
Well, it's like the wavelength is like.
So you couldn't even, I mean, you obviously couldn't hear it. Well, you couldn't hear it because
It's
not
too
only
slow.
because it's so low,
low.
but also because it's so slow, it's so gradual and slow. And I don't know what I'm trying
It's
to say.
it doesn't have.
Your
I
sense
mean,
of
like,
time is different than the black holes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's true. That's crazy.
To think about, everything vibrates.
Yeah.
And that's why you
Yeah.
can't get COVID-19. It's because you vibrate at a different rate than COVID-19 does. Did you see that one? Did everyone see that one?
Yeah, you told us about
Man,
it.
that shit's awesome.
I think we actually talked about it here.
That shit's awesome.
Monkeys out of the bottle, man.
We had another topic that we were going to talk about.
Was it about titties?
I think it was about titties. It was. It was about what did you have your dick in
Oh.
before it was in they titties. But Brian McFly pre-show mentioned his dick's never been out of them titties.
Yeah, my dicks were in titties from the jump, dude.
From the drop.
I mean, y'all were talking about how you were into Teenage Ninja Ninjas.
You need to be very careful where you're going with that.
Wait, what's the
Mispronunciation.
what is the
Ninja?
Oh, okay. No, okay.
You're going to keep going.
No, y'all were talking about being into the turtles, whatever
Yeah.
they're called.
Yeah.
And but I was always a little pervert. I was always watching them fuzzy channels and
You are a smelly
Fuzzy
pirate
channels.
hooker.
Yeah, I mean, we were watching.
looking down my aunt's shirt, you know,
There
that
you
sort
go.
of thing.
Seeing what's
Your
going
hands,
on.
what?
Looking at her hang downs, you know? What? Just down her shirt. man.
Hey,
Just seeing what it's
look, dude,
about.
when you're like
You are
4 or 5,
smelly
dude, a titties is
pirate hooker.
titties.
That's the access to a different titty you've never seen before.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah, that's a titty. So what's that like? So you've always
that?
been into titties.
Yeah, but I mean, I was also into, Back to the Future, but nothing's changed. I'm still into Back to the Future. I still got my dick in that, and I still got my dick in titties.
Nothing's changed. One last thing.
What about
before
you?
Me? I was, I feel like the childhood stuff, like He-Man was kind of big in my life. You know, kids shit, like running.
Cartoons in general?
Cartoons.
Running.
And bikes and rocks.
Yeah, tunes were hot, dude. You're right. I was
collecting
into tunes.
rocks, you know?
Discovering music for the first time, like finding your identity and what you like to listen to. Like listening to that shit like over and over. Like way more than you do
I
now.
feel like, yeah, okay. But I feel
LimeWire.
like my musical taste didn't kind of develop until adolescence. And by that time,
Oh, I thought
my
that's the
dick
time
was
we were
kind of
talking
into
about.
titties.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that 12, 13, you're just like, hey, this is all I care about right now. And then it
Yeah,
just
and
continues up.
you never look back.
You never look back. So,
Hopefully, you never look back. If you look back, you turn.
it's true.
So
It's true.
that's how it happens.
You never make eye contact.
Yeah.
All right, so last week, Eric America mentioned in his Learning Corner that small breasts are often more attractive to men who have just eaten. Brian McFly did some scientific studies about liking big breasts more before eating. Brian, give us your science report. Give us the hypothesis, the synthesis,
The apex of the
analysis.
vortex. The tsunami
Sure.
mommy.
Well, I was at work and
Sure, the best time to look
I
at
was
titties.
I just ate some canned meats and I was like I felt full, and then I remember we talked about how when you're full you don't like big titties or whatever. That's what science says, and I didn't pull up.
What was
titties
your
at work.
hypothesis?
My hypothesis was, it was more of the question. It was like, would I still enjoy big titties? And I was just flipping through Instagram and saw some big titties. And I was full, I had a full stomach, and turns out titties is still good.
Titties still good.
Big fat titties is still good when you're full.
They never
That's the scientific study, dude.
go out of style.
I was full.
You have to do the other side of the.
You shoved canned
experiment.
meat down your gullet to find out if we do in fact still like big titties on a full stomach.
And I found out we do.
There we go.
We all do.
The double-blind study has proven that yes.
Wait, so what's the other side, Arthur? What should I mean, to make this scientific, what should I do?
Which you liked more? Which
what's
titties
that?
you enjoyed more?
Yeah,
Like
the
you
small
got
titties.
a
yeah.
small one and a big one, small one and a big
I
one.
think you went straight to big titties the whole time. Like you didn't. You didn't
he's calling your
graze through
process
the
out.
small titties. You
Yeah,
didn't get the
he
small
He's
titties
calling
a
into
chance.
question this white paper.
Yeah, no, you're right, dude.
He's like,
but
hey.
also this study didn't
Did
say that
any
you
small
stop
titties come
liking.
along while
It
you
doesn't
were
say
looking
you.
through Instagram?
Does it say you prefer big titties, or does it say you like them
small.
as well, or less? Oh.
I think you're more drawn to, or not, maybe not drawn, but like you appreciate small titties
more when you're
so
on a full stomach.
When you're on a full stomach, and if you had the bevies, the entire buxom, spectrum,
Yep.
Yeah.
your preference would skew to a less full titty.
Let's
I
find
like
out
to
the
think
Brian
that
McFly
I'm
scale of
above the
titty.
influence of these animal instincts. I think I'm just above that, and I like all titties all the time.
Oh, he's above it. He's above it. He's transcended his base animal instincts so that
So the Brian McFly scale of titty just says all.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, no,
Come on.
seriously, but what's the nipple shape you into? What's that areola? What's it look like?
Whoa, he went omniscient with titties. Like he cannot answer this question.
Okay.
Like the answer is always all.
He's like,
No,
oh,
I mean, we're talking size, all of them. But when we're talking about nipple size, dude, I mean, yeah, you can't.
That's
just
a whole
come-
different story.
Come at me with these.
There's
Now we're
a
gonna get
golden
into
ratio.
ratios. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know why
No,
you
there
gotta
is
be a
there is
ratio
a perfect
thing.
ratio.
yeah, a golden.
I don't know.
or perhaps pink ratio.
What's that?
I said a golden or perhaps pink ratio.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so the jury's still out because Brian McFly says big titties, and then Art says that wasn't even the damn question.
This experiment is flawed.
It was flawed from the
Yeah, it
beginning,
is.
from the get-go, from the drop. And that was this
You're
week's Double X Quantimino.
Julio Tejas, financial advisors. When you gotta lose some weight, oh wait, Julio will help you diversify holdings. Flat rate, always great. Julio gets it done. Call Julio Tejas today, or regret it tomorrow. Julio Tejas.
And this is the news. Metallica's BlizzCon performance ruined by Twitch. What do you guys think happened?
What exactly? Can you tell me the gist of it? Because I saw it, but I didn't read
So is
it.
BlizzCon, the Blizzard convention, like gamers get together and
Oh,
they
yeah.
enjoy things together. What do you call it? Panels and performances and demos, things
And
like
it was
that.
all live streamed.
Yeah, it was all live streamed and everyone could attend for free. And Metallica was a performer in this convention, BlizzCon. And it was on Twitch. And Twitch has this reputation of cutting people's videos down if they're using like copyrighted music, So like
Yeah.
a copyright claim on YouTube, it's more of the like retake your video down. What they did with this Metallica performance is they patched in some like bells for, I don't know, it was maybe like 30 seconds or something, just to work around that whole AI of the digital fingerprint of songs.
Content ID.
Yeah, Content ID. There you
So
go.
wait, who patched it in?
Twitch themselves did.
Okay.
So they were censoring the stream and
To
playing bells.
Go around their algorithm.
Right.
So Twitch was kind of sponsoring the BlizzCon stream then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
they're
would say so,
broadcasting it,
Yeah.
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 They were broadcast. So wait, they were trying to prevent their own platform from
Taking the
shutting it
video down, yeah.
That was their only workaround. They couldn't just pause it or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know
They
if I'm
couldn't
asking
just
the right
ask.
They couldn't just put a flag on it, like, can't take this down because we're Twitch.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I thought them playing their song triggered the algorithm, and the algorithm replaced it with bells.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it
That
was
makes
just
a
like-
lot more sense.
Yeah, so they weren't trying to trick it, but the algorithm worked. It caught the stream and said, hey, this is Metallica, and Metallica hates Napster, so we gotta, like, put bells on it
Well,
instead of Metallica, which begs the question, Was it a better performance? I'm asking. It was probably one of their new songs, so it was like, hey, this isn't that bad.
Oh, it was new Metallica?
It was new
Wasn't even a
Metallica. No
classic?
one was even trying to hear it. But actually, the content ID was like, I'm not trying to hear this. And I know for a fact nobody out there in Twitch land's trying to hear this. So, bells, baby.
Maybe a marketing ploy,
The
man.
fucking computer was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to play some of my shit. Check out my tunes.
What do we think? Oh, we're like 20 years removed from that Napster thing. I mean, they were kind of right, though. I mean, they wanted
This is what they wanted. This is the world they created. Some kind of monster.
yeah, but the artists need to get paid.
Yeah, they need to get paid for sure.
So, I mean, I think everyone was a little bit unfair to them back then.
Is that what the Twitch algorithm does now? If it identifies something, it censors it with their own little jingle bell music?
Yeah, I mean, like, if you... Like, you know how YouTube can remove the offending audio?
Yeah, like they'll mute it or try to like remove the song itself.
This is what it does.
It covers it in bells?
Yeah.
Time to suck today's dick.
Okay, but my question is so Twitch is the one, like, they are, like, the company, like, they are broadcasting this thing. Like, it's not...
Yeah.
It's not like if I put something on Twitch.
Blizzard.
This was like Twitch doing
This is
the
Blizzard.
event.
Blizzard was broadcasting it on Twitch.
on their
This
page,
was
on their
Blizzard
Blizzard page.
stream. Yeah. So
I see. Okay, that makes sense.
But I believe Twitch was a sponsor.
So if they were a sponsor, you'd think that they could get the license for the Metallica could say, "Hey, I'm involved in this festival. And I give you permission to use."
Yeah,
But
but
anyways.
you know how fucking complicated goddamn music is, like all the
Yeah.
structures and all that stuff. It was probably like, I mean, Metallica probably doesn't even have the rights to that shit, and it's just some automated A&R company that you can't even reach for a few
Yeah.
weeks.
I mean, I put my own music on YouTube, and I've had to like go through hoops to try to prove that I own it.
Yeah,
It's sometimes the process.
but do
is
you
shitty.
own it? That's the thing.
Bullshit!
That's the question. They got me questioning it.
Yeah, it's like, is it even mine anymore? I know I made it, but is it mine?
It's the world's now.
No, it's everybody but yours.
Yeah.
All right, guys. TikTok users are burning snowballs in viral video to prove snow is fake.
Bullshit!
I didn't read the fucking story.
Do you guys know what sublimation is?
Sublimation?
Yeah, it's like a science thing.
Yeah, where things go to different like a phase of matter.
Yeah.
Like just completely skip a phase or something
Right.
like that? Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's what these people are trying to like base their idea on. But it's
What's an
proof-
example of actual sublimation?
The
then?
snow
From
being
dry
fake.
ice going into gas.
Gas. That's what snow
It
is
skips
doing.
like a liquid state.
Wow.
They're intimating that snow's just going to evaporate.
Or it's going to melt. It's going to drip.
Of course it's going to drip.
No, it doesn't.
That's not sublimation. What?
Snow sublimates when you put a lighter up to it.
Oh, really?
This is like their, their basis.
right. That makes sense because, like, by the time it has
Hits the lighter as a liquid, it's already a gas.
It's gonna evaporate.
It skips that whole like temperature of being a liquid
Right.
because you're putting extreme cold against extreme hot. So you're just kind of.
Have they tried this experiment with like crushed ice?
I don't think that works.
Shaved
Or like
ice.
really fine ice.
Like a snow cone.
Hawaiian
Like-
shaved ice.
Exactly. Hawaiian shaved ice.
What kind of syrup's on it?
Tiger's blood.
Tiger's blood. It had to be
Hey. Or like blue ocean, you know.
Blue raspberry would be.
Blue
something
raz.
as artificial as you can get it.
Uh-huh.
What is tiger's blood?
I've always
Just
heard
a cool
it's
name
actual
for a
that's
syrup?
actual tiger's blood.
Yeah,
That's what
I
I've heard. That's
Maybe
that's
in
what I've heard.
some countries, maybe you gotta pay extra.
Speaking of extra, Phoenix family discovers 5,000 fentanyl pills inside daughter's thrift store buy. Shit, that's a come up.
Yeah,
That's a
dude.
come up. Some fennies.
So
What do you
I'm
think?
always disappointed that this even becomes like a news story because if I came across 5,000 fentanyl pills, I'm selling them and the news is never going to fucking hear about it. Can you imagine these narcs that just go directly to the authorities when they find 5,000 fentanyl pills?
Here's what I'm intimating.
What's the street
intimating.
value on this?
That's what I'm saying, dude.
It's probably like $7 a pill.
I was gonna go 10.
It's more than. It's got to be more than that, dude.
A Fenny
Dude.
pill?
Fentanyl pills. Remember
Yeah.
how much it takes to kill you?
One per pill. Well, these are doled out. They're not like this. Isn't powdered. This is
Oh.
a dose.
Okay.
Each pill's a dose.
So it's got
Yeah,
all
but
kinds of
$7
filler just to make it like
Dude, like
visible.
a Viking, $7 to $10.
A Viking?
Yeah, but fentanyl is a lot. It's like, I don't know how many.
Like,
it's a lot of Vikings.
Crack's like $1, like $5. Like a crack rock.
Yeah, but that's
Bullshit.
different.
Yeah. You know, yeah, Farmer does sell for higher on the street.
Yeah, I don't know. What we need
I don't know street
an
values.
expert.
Yeah. We need the Fenny expert. Anyway,
What is this, amateur?
here's what I'm intimating. They got caught up in some bad shit. And they stuffed this shit. They had to dump 5,000 fentanyl pills, so they're blaming it on the thrift store.
Did you specify?
Shoving it in the glowworm.
Yeah, did you specify the toy you just did? But it's
Yeah.
a glowworm.
Yeah,
Like,
glowworm.
do people still have these? Do they
That's
still
what I
make
was
these?
thinking. It's like she just pulled it off her shelf. It's like you got this in the 60s. And you shove these pills in there. Did you also see like the bag of pills? It's like a ton, it's like a lot. I mean, 5,000 pills is a lot. But like,
What is this,
how big is this
amateur
toy?
The glowworm?
I've never
It's like
seen a glowworm
typical
before,
doll
and I
shape.
love it. It's just it's so weird.
Yeah, it's a stuffed
bizarre.
animal with like a plastic head that lights up.
Yeah, and they're like, they stopped making them in 84.
Oh, is that what the news story said?
No, that's what GMN said.
Wait, what's GMN?
Bullshit.
Gemini Jackson.
Oh shit, dude!
That's how the exodus of Gemini Jackson came about.
Glowworm looks like a little. It looks like a green turd with a little cute baby and a sleep cap on.
Yeah,
You're an ass.
Am I correct here?
Yeah.
you are correct. You are
Yeah.
correct.
It was a stuffed animal that kids would like sleep with, and it would function as a nightlight, so they wouldn't be all scared in the dark.
This is why it's like the story's not hitting me right. Who picks this up at a thrift shop?
I feel like they would make it to thrift shops. You
No,
know,
but are you picking it up?
if they were collectors, yeah. What's the story behind this Phoenix family?
I don't know. I assume they were drug dealers because that was my whole
That was your
vantage
basis?
point.
I
think-
yeah.
This amateur hour.
Yeah.
What if they
You know,
were
and
vintage
it's
doll
actually a
collectors?
nice theory because the thrift store can't get in trouble either because they're just selling used shit. They can just say someone brought that in and we sold it. So I mean, it's a perfect crime.
It's the perfect crime. It's the perfect cover up.
Could be a whole drug laundering thing.
Yeah.
Run through a thrift store. Like they've been sticking these kind of pills and
Oh,
Yeah,
so
maybe
this
it
is
was
like a
maybe
ring.
someone else to pick it up. Like someone was supposed to go pick up the
That makes
glowworm.
so much sense.
What is this,
Oh
amateur
man,
hour?
Because
and
it's
then the
such a,
Phoenix family got in
that person
trouble.
got
because they
fired.
were like, man, they were like, okay, I'm gonna donate this glowworm because there's no fucking way anybody's actually gonna buy this shit. No, oh my god.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So what else is happening in Arizona?
Arizona man accused of faking own kidnapping. Hey, we've all
What is
been
this,
here.
amateur hour?
Let
Let me preface this.
Let me preface this by saying, we've all been here. There's sometimes you just don't want to go into work. Much like this guy, he faked his own, but he actually went through with his cockamamie plan. Faking his own kidnapping to evade going to work. So, like, obviously the cops had to get involved.
What is this, amateur hour?
Do you know the detail? Like,
Yeah.
how did the logistically, how did this work?
He just, like, tied himself up and then, like,
Called the cops?
Called the cops.
Said he had been kidnapped.
Yeah.
Why? I don't understand. Of all the things you could lie
He didn't want to
about.
go to work.
He didn't want to go to work.
Yeah, but you could. I'm just saying, like, this is a little.
Well, maybe he
overkill.
didn't want to quit his job, but he didn't want to go to work. Do you know what I mean?
And he might, you know what? He might have had like, he had been absent a lot, and he was like, I've already used all these other excuses. This
I
is
don't
the
have
only
any
thing I got left."
PTO. This is all I got. I don't have any PTO, so I have to tell them I got kidnapped.
Whatever happened to just saying, "Hey, I don't feel well. I don't feel
Yeah.
well today."
Maybe he was out
I
of
gotta
those. He's one of those guys
He
that
could
was
say,
out
"I
of
feel
those.
like
was
I might
19
have
years old.
COVID," and then
He was 19 years old, so something striking me as like his first or second job, and he's
What is
like
this, amateur hour?
overthinking things like tremendously.
yeah, he's
Bullshit.
putting way too much pressure on it. Obviously,
Yeah. Walmart will be okay.
yeah.
How about the pressure of being kicked out of school?
Oh,
Well,
man.
speaking of goddamn milkers. Kids expelled from Catholic school over mom selling adult photos. That's right, Mommy Dearest got an OnlyFans, and guess how much she makes per month?
$150K.
What?
$150 per month. And she don't
Wait,
even show like
$150K
she don't
a
even
month?
show penny.
And this is like an old bitch.
And now she's making more.
Like 40s.
Oh, okay,
She plays the
An
hot
old
mom.
bitch.
Yeah. Old bitch.
And her
And she
husband's
making
taking
a $150. Yeah, and her cuck husband's the one who's taking the fucking photos and putting them up.
Yeah, but he's raking in that dough with her.
He sees
I mean,
Yeah,
he's
he's like,
taking a
cake
cut.
he's like, I'm already tired of this thing, so if you guys want to pay $150,000 to look at it, sure.
Okay, well, let me give you, maybe my science experiment earlier wasn't that scientific, but let me give you, a hypothetical situation. You shove a bunch of canned meat in your face,
Yeah.
and you get really full,
Yeah.
and then you see Catholic mom's titties, those big old fat religious pious titties. You're telling me you don't like them anymore because you're full?
I think you're still prefacing
Your
the scientific
science
experiment incorrectly.
You don't have exhibits.
Oh, his problem was the exhibits, the lack thereof exhibits. Mine was a scientific process. He just wants to see them titties. I get it.
I mean, it's interesting that you didn't answer my goddamn question. I mean, I don't want to.
I mean,
I
may have.
mean, you're telling me my science is bad, but you're not even answering.
read the news story where they've showed some safe for work snaps,
SFW.
SFW snaps.
What do we think?
I mean, me personally, I don't know that it's worth $150K.
Brian McFly, true or false?
Oh yeah, I'm just looking at. She's cute. She's a cute mom, but how is she? Is she getting 150K before or after this debacle?
Like
Before
she got
That's what
reported
got
on.
her in trouble and in the news.
Yeah,
And what'd you say? She's not even. What was the word you said? She's not even showing what?
penny.
Penny? What does that mean?
Penetration.
Oh, I see.
D&V.
Okay.
D&V,
I should say.
P&A, DVDA.
ATM.
I wonder what she. What I wonder she is. Is she
ATM.
is she just like showing like hand bra shit, or I mean, what is she showing?
Hand bra.
Hand bra. What is
Hand
that?
bra.
Oh, gotcha.
I mean,
Great for
what kind of
radio.
shit? I mean, is she running a
makes sense
scam
what
and
hand
she's
bra
like trying
is.
to?
Yeah. Use your imagination.
I don't know. I feel like it's the novelty of it.
Yeah.
Maybe she doesn't necessarily have to do this, and then like on top of that, it's like she portrays, a Catholic mom and like all that stuff, and people are really.
Oh yeah.
I don't think the Catholic has anything to do with what she does.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's the fact that her children were attending that kind of school that got them kicked out because of what her mom does.
Yeah, but I bet it was like some of the dads. that
every
found
dad.
it, and then one of the moms was like,
And the kids.
"Oh my God,
Is
is
that
that
Mrs. Poindexter?"
Bethany?"
Dude, you think that in like
She got
1998,
jealous.
if one of my friends' mom had.
And only
First of all,
yeah.
if there was like a good internet back then,
Oh, dude.
you think
It
I
was
would be
dial-up.
looking
Dude,
at that?
your classmates
like
are
3
like, "Hey,
minutes to
dude."
download.
If you go up to your classmates and be like, "Hey, I paid for your fucking lunch today because I tipped your mama $10, bitch."
Maybe the kid, maybe the son
out of the
let
bottle,
the
man.
cat out of the bag. He said, "Hey, you want to see something cool?
You want to see something cool?
You want to see something really cool?"
He's just
It's my
like trading
mom.
his mom's nudes for
Yeah,
like.
he's selling. He's got his
pixie
he's got his
sticks.
like own personal like analog OnlyFans in
That's
his
right. Yeah,
his
he
folder.
keeps it in his. He keeps the private snaps on his phone. He's like, they have to go to the bathroom, and like he lets them have like 5 minutes with it. And they pay him $5.
And then his mom finds out, and she gets mad, and he's like, "I learned it from you, mom.
I learned it
don't
from
know."
watching you.
Amateur hour.
I learned it from watching you. Yeah.
Her name is Crystal Jackson. Any relation?
Any relation? No.
Gemini?
Little sexy
No,
ass
different
down.
different branches of the tree. Perth police
man.
hunt man with swastika on forehead who attacked woman using a flamethrower. There's a lot going down, a lot to digest. Let's break it down.
Bullshit.
Brian McFly at the scene. Brian, what do you see?
First off, what does the swastika have to do with this news story? I mean,
It's an
there's a lot-
identifier. They're trying to
not
find
arresting him for the swastika.
No, but they're like,
arresting him for attacking a woman with a flamethrower.
But he
they're-
did yell racial obscenities for this story, hence the relevance of the swastika on his
Yeah,
forehead.
okay, you're right.
I was gonna go with the police wanted it on there so that people could be on the lookout for a dude with a swastika on his head.
Yeah,
And then be
okay,
like,
you guys
hey.
proved me wrong pretty quickly. What is
Yeah.
that? Why is this pic? Okay, there's a picture on the
It
news.
looks like they just drew
story,
it
and
on
it's like
there.
it's just a white, like they put the picture in paint.
They drew it
and
in paint.
They drew a swastika.
Or maybe
I
it's
don't-
censored.
It's not reputablenewssource.com. I believe it's a .net or a .biz.
No, it's the Guardian.
What is
Jesus.
this, amateur hour?
Maybe it's like the Guardian's blog section.
Okay, it is like Australian Guardian.
Oh. Maybe that's how they do things down under, because they can't like show pictures of the actual guy because they have different rules in Australia.
That's possible.
The right to be
also, okay,
forgotten.
to describe this picture, you got to look it up. But
saw
there's a fake swastika. It's like white, so it doesn't even look like it's a real thing on his head. And then it has like digital Oakleys put on his head.
yeah.
Like
They
like
shopped
white
on
trash
some
Oakleys.
I think they were censoring it.
They must have that, but that's stupid because I can see the outline and I'm just as offended. I'm telling you, that didn't help.
Wait, so that's an actual photo of the dude? And they're censoring the swastika by drawing another swastika on top of it? Is that where you're
It's the
going
only
with
thing that
that?
makes sense.
Maybe that's how AI
That doesn't make
understands censoring.
sense. What makes sense to me is they're like, hey, we need a picture of some like somebody who looks like they would throw a flamethrower at a lady. Oh, also,
I get it now. This picture was probably before he got the swastika put on his head, and they're putting this fake swastika on like an old picture to show what he would look like.
it's
This is
a
what he would
police
look like when-
reconstruction. It's a reconstruction of current events. He was wearing shades. Okay, we have to put on the Oakleys. This is machine
I also-
learning at its best.
It's funny
ladies
to
and
imagine
gentlemen.
someone like not being like they don't recognize the guy because
Yeah.
because of the swastika. They're like, wait, I've never seen you before because you have a swastika on your head.
Yeah, not you. Well, I mean, like, it would be more difficult to identify. I don't know. I don't think the people who associate with this dude are going to be the ones that the police are looking to turn him in.
No, they are a brethren. You know,
Yes,
they're
yes. Family, blood in,
they're
blood out.
family.
Yeah.
There, a really great, loving family.
Yeah.
Oh, they probably do love each other. To be fair.
Speaking of loving families in the electronics community,
Okay. Yeah, Fry's Electronics suddenly went out of business.
Suddenly.
Fry's Electronics suddenly closed all of its stores overnight, ending a nearly 4-decade run in business.
And a nearly 4-year run of going out of business. Jesus Christ, their shelves have been empty for at least 2 years.
at least 2 years. I'll agree with that.
At least 2 years.
Bullshit.
And last time we went, like the only times I've ever been to Fry's are with you, Gemini.
Yeah.
And I think every time we've gone, you've mentioned how are they still in business. So
Yeah. I mean, the cologne obviously was a hot seller, you know.
That was a
moving
first
some weight.
sign. That was a first
Dude,
sign.
yeah, when you're
that
fucking-
something was going wrong.
When you-
Is
when-
when they had the table of cologne at the entrance. So right after you would swing through, there's like a table of knockoff cologne for sale.
It's like, dude, I'm not going to Chinatown. I came to an electronics store.
do you think someone went into Mr. Fry's office and they said, "Hey, Mr. Fry, I have a way to save your business.
No, I think
Do you
Mr.
like
Fry,
smelling good?"
No, I think Mr. Fry probably went on like Facebook and then saw how all these moms were killing it with their MLM schemes. And was like, yo, I gotta get in on this. I got distribution. I could move some fucking weight. So he
I
bought
love
all
the
this-
idea. Yeah, you take a legitimate business and you turn it into a not illegitimate business.
Now he's just sandbagged with all this fucking knockoff
He's like, I gotta
cologne.
move this
Yeah.
cologne, dude.
Dracker Noir. You know, Michael Jordan cologne.
And sassy. You mentioned this, in the Slack. You mentioned the sassy tees.
The sassy tees.
Sassy t-shirts.
They did have some sassy tees. You know?
Do you recall what some of these teas said?
Ain't nobody happy if mom's not happy. Something like that. I don't know.
HBIC, you know?
What's that?
Head bitch in charge.
Yeah. Or, if you see a cop, Warner Brother.
Yeah. With the Warner or just Scarface. You know?
Federal duty
Yeah,
inspector.
female body inspector.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense than federal booty
Yeah, it
inspector.
doesn't seem like it would be something that would be regulated.
Should be though.
Oh yeah, that
I hate
booty
to
out
be
of control.
left wing here, but I think booties need to be regulated, dog.
Booty's got to be in control because currently they are out of control. Much like the situation in fucking Italy. 200 coffins fall into sea as cemetery collapses. And this is how the goddamn zombie invasion starts, man. We just seeded the oceans. Now we got underwater fucking zombies,
no.
baby. What do you think about this?
Monkey's out of the bottle, man.
Also, fucking mortifying, right? It's just raining dead bodies. I wonder if this was a gradual thing or if it just happened like, you know, an entire side of the cliff fell off.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, but I mean, like, was it like crumbling and like one coffin would fall off a day? Or is it
there's
just
a
like
picture.
all happened at
It
once?
says collapse. So like 200 coffins. So maybe there's like 10,000 coffins in the cemetery.
Yeah.
Is that too many?
Yeah,
There
if
could be
you
like
look at the
thousands.
picture, it looks like
And a piece of it fell into the water and had 200 coffins.
So, do those people get refunds?
I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not.
Where would they put the money?
No, I mean like the family.
They have nobody to put it.
No body.
here's a controversial thing. I mean, when they like stuff like this happens to bodies or whatever, they like to, you know, find all the pieces of the body and then collect them and put them in a bag and rebury them. That's I mean, do we really got to do that?
Let the sharks eat them. Sharks love jerky.
I mean, can't we just put up like a little memorial that says their name on it? Do we really have to go collect all the little pieces and then put them back together and put them in a box and bury it?
Some people like that. Some people pay extra to have their entire body buried somewhere.
You know what? Most people do.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it.
Or most people burn their family.
What'd you say?
Well, I said most people burn their family to pay money to get them buried somewhere.
Wait, are you talking about cremation?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, what are you
I was talking about like cemetery plots.
Yeah, you're talking
What'd
about
you say,
burning
burn?
bodies.
I didn't say burn them.
That's what we heard. Sounds like
We
burn.
both heard burn.
I didn't say burn. I said bury them.
What is this?
Oh, bury 'em.
amateur hour?
I think Brian
Yeah.
and I both heard burned.
I
So we
said
were thinking
bury.
cremation.
Hey, rewind the fucking tape.
Yeah, when I die, just fucking. You know what? When I die, just throw me off of a cliff and
Into some sharks.
and that's that.
Yeah. I think we should make everybody into diamonds.
That's a good idea.
You can do that, right?
Yeah.
That's a service.
I'm sure
offered.
it costs like a lot of money and a lot of electricity to make somebody into a diamond. But if we
Yeah,
did it
but I
in
mean-
bulk,
I think if you want to do, you know, as your one last fuck you to the world, just leave a really big imprint, or what's
a
it called?
massive
Footprint.
carbon footprint. Yeah. My
Your
final
ass.
carbon footprint. Not only is it me, my personal carbon going everywhere, but I'm also burning all these fossil fuels to get it done.
You are a
Hell yeah.
smelly pirate hooker.
I think all that's junk. I think it's fucking junk. I don't know. I can't do this. 1 in 3 drivers say cars are too full of junk to have room for passengers.
Hey, let's,
1 in 5 say they haven't cleaned their car in the past 3 months. 10% say they can't even remember the last time they cleaned. Does this mean anything to y'all?
Yeah, because look at the how many people are in this?
This sounds like a
This chat
pile of
room.
horseshit to me.
Look
Oh.
at the evidence. How many people are in this chat room?
Too full of junk to have room for their passengers. I think all of our vehicles have room for passengers.
You know, speaking of
in this chat.
okay, look. Earlier, you were kind of like you were making fun of my scientific process, mainly because of anecdotal data.
Yeah.
And I think what you're saying right now, Arthur, is pretty anecdotal.
You need to sit your little sexy ass down.
I was saying that the study's correct because I'd probably say I have a lot of shit in my car.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give 4 people a ride, but I give 1 person a ride.
The way I was
Yeah.
understanding this is too much junk to even have any passengers.
Yeah.
If you can have 1 passenger, that still
Yeah.
has room for passengers.
Well,
And then the one
if
in
I
5
have
say they
1
haven't cleaned-
passenger, I don't have passengers.
There you go.
Well, you're a passenger technically if you're the driver.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I
What are you
like
talking
the way
about?
I like where your head's at, Arthur.
That's 2
I like the
people.
lawyering
That's
that
2
you're
bodies.
doing, but
Yeah.
you're wrong.
Well, my car at that point has 2 passengers.
Yeah.
I only have 1 passenger.
Oh yeah, that's
But you are
yeah.
still a
It's more of
passenger.
But I don't have. I'm not. I don't have a passenger. If I am a passenger,
Sit your
like I
little
don't.
sexy ass
I'm not
down.
my own passenger. I guess I am.
You are. You're driving yourself. Hey, I'll drive myself. You are a passenger.
Oh wow. This is more of a philosophical question
Yeah, I
than
think
a
we're just-
scientific
Well,
one.
let's look at the other stats. 1 in 5 say they haven't cleaned their car in the past 3 months. I feel like I'm in that boat, but I
Yeah.
do take the trash out. I mean, when I go
Yeah.
to
What's
a
the
gas
definition
station,
of cleaning?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about, Eric
I don't
America.
vacuum my shit every. Yeah. Anyway, so what is you? What do you talk about when you're talking about cleaning? Because for sure I can't have more than one
You're
passenger.
very defensive about this, Arthur. I don't understand.
He just wants the
I
numbers.
don't have an immaculate car, nor do I like.
He just
take it and
wants
I
the numbers.
Wipe down all the like dials and dashboard, and vacuum it out. I don't do that often,
Often.
Yeah,
I
me
don't
neither.
do
but
that.
I do take the trash out.
I used to. Well, the reason this one spoke to me is because I until recently, we're talking over a decade, my car was like this, and then recently I bought a new car, and
So where you
I
couldn't have
changed
any
my ways.
passengers.
Yeah, I mean, not always, but I had to do a lot of
Rearranging
to get one person in my car.
What
yeah.
kind of garbage is in your car? Just like fast
Well,
food bags?
No, I mean there was that, but
Just
that's not
crap.
what's taking up the space. I have just random shit for my life in there. I did.
I see what you're saying. there.
Bags.
To where it takes up like a whole seat.
Yeah.
Now a box of stuff.
Box of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hear
stuff
ya.
that it's like I'm going to take that out, and then
And your trunk
never
would be
do.
full too?
Well,
couldn't
because
just
you
put it in your
like
trunk
well
when you have
when you were
passengers?
giving somebody a ride, you put that shit that was in the back seat into the trunk, and then you never take it out of the trunk. So now you put more shit into the back seat.
Yeah, you have more room.
That's a terrible way to live, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry to be
Yeah,
so
I
judgmental.
changed my life, and I'm probably gonna. I'll probably go back to it eventually, but now as long as my car is new.
So you'd say you were
We're all
one.
good.
You're the one of the three, probably.
I'm also one of the
Yes.
three.
Yeah. Now we have 2 of 3. I feel
Yeah, so
like that's
Arthur-
just too high of a ratio.
Do you
I don't know
believe
why
it
it's gotta
that
be a
now? That
ratio
now that you have two people out of 3?
But
2
we
out of
have-
3, man.
We have 3 out of 3 for the haven't cleaned their car in the past 3 months.
So I don't know why we're arguing.
And how about 10% say they don't even remember the last time they cleaned?
I remember the last time I threw shit out of my truck, but I don't remember like the last time I vacuumed
I don't really
the
keep a
bitch.
log either. As long as it's inhabitable, right? Like
Yeah.
for the time you're in it.
Yeah, but why are you so mad at this story?
What is this,
Because the
Avatar?
stats,
You're
man.
fucking pissed,
the
You
dude.
think the
ratio
stats
is
are like
1 in 3?
You think the stats are hyperbolic?
I think they're
You think their scientific
Bullshit.
method is flawed?
yes, just like Brian McFly's.
I think they asked 6 people.
Stop coming after my methodology here, okay? And you're being very
sit your
lawyery
sexy ass
about this
down.
story, and I think we should move on to this next story about a lawyer. Miami lawyer whose pants caught fire during arson trial arrested on cocaine charge. I didn't read this, but
took
it
a
was
different turn
it was
than
an
I thought it was
interesting,
gonna do.
headline.
Go.
The Miami lawyer who drew worldwide notoriety after his pants caught on fire during an arson trial has been arrested on cocaine charge.
That's actually a good bit for a lawyer. That's a really good bit.
How do you make it make sense in the context of the
Liar,
the
liar,
case?
pants are fire.
Right.
Right, and he's a lawyer. Lawyers are notorious liars. So it's just great branding.
It's arson. This seems too on the nose. It seems like made up. It says his pants caught fire during an arson
I think he was
trial.
probably demonstrating something at the arson trial,
Oh,
and then
yeah,
it jumped
yeah,
on him.
yeah.
And it wasn't even like his whole went up in flames. It just kind of singed or something.
What is this?
and it was symbology.
Symbology. What's the symbology here?
His pants are on fire because he's a
He's a
liar.
damn liar.
How
They
many
called him
lawyers do you think
liars.
use cocaine?
75,000%. Every lawyer I know. Hey, okay? And I know some lawyers. I've been through some things.
I have a lot of lawyers in my life. I feel like they already seem. I mean, even when they're not on cocaine, they have that personality. A lot of them, just a
Yeah.
cocaine personality.
Yeah. Well, they like to talk.
Yeah,
They're
They
sharp.
get the gab.
they got ideas.
Got ideas, business ideas, and they're going straight to the fucking moon with them.
Although my dad is a lawyer and he's very lame and he's I love him, but he's not a cocaine lawyer though.
Down.
Clapton did cocaine,
He sure did.
and that's. I mean,
Then he pushed his own son out of a window.
I heard
Do
he
you believe
drop
that?
kicked
Do you
him.
believe? Do you believe this bullshit that the kid accidentally fell out, or do you believe the truth, which is that Eric Clapton killed his own
Is
fucking
that Eric
son,
Clapton
and then
Bullshit.
did 17 lines off a Cuban hooker's ass, and then drop kicked his baby from the 43rd story?
he said, "Hey bitch, watch this," and then
"No, go longer." That's the
can you-
Clapton I know.
yeah, it's crazy that he did that. And it's crazy that he pulled the wool over everyone's eyes in America.
Yeah, and then he sang that song.
fucking song that's horseshit, dude. It's a lie.
Yeah.
Tears in Heaven.
Would you know my name? Yeah, I know you. You're the dude who drop kicked me off the fucking penthouse, bitch.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
More like tears in hell. Burn in hell, Eric Clapton, you baby killer.
Speaking of baby killers, wait, no. Chinese court orders man to pay ex-wife $7,700 for housework in landmark divorce case. Was this my story? I don't remember the story.
No, it wasn't. It was mine.
Was that yours, McFly's?
Yeah.
Would you like
I'm glad
McFly's
that you read it because I was, I think I was a little too misogynistic last episode, so I was.
This is okay. So what's the meat here? What's the story? Is that he actually had to pay her $7,700 for housework?
Yeah, and the story's not misogynistic. My opinion about it is, which is that, that's your job. Your job is the housework.
And in exchange.
And your pay is that you don't have to work. So you've already been paid. I don't need to pay you $7,700 after we divorce for the housework. That was a part of the contract.
You're an asshole.
Yeah. But maybe he didn't adjust for inflation. So
that's true. So this is kind of like
this was the interest.
Adjustment.
I mean, it was
an
5
adjustment.
years. A housework for 5 years for $7,700.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, that is. I mean, now that we've mentioned it, that's not a whole lot.
That's a bargain.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I take it back. You can pay her $7,700, I guess.
Yep. All right, guys. That was the news.
Food truck fanboys, you haven't lived until you've conquered the crazy one. Intergalactic boba runner Booba Gets serves you everything in the crazy one. Infinite calories for a not-so-infinite price.
$9.95.
Best bring your appetite, because the crazy one has everything! No substitutions? No! Don't give up your much-earned cred by asking for no pickles or no onions. Booba won't hold the mayo, because it wouldn't be the crazy one if it didn't have everything! Next time you have a craving for clout that will get your feet wet, find the most badass food truck in the galaxy and order the crazy one from Booba Gets.
I'm Booba Gets, and I gets it. So get it.
Thank you, Booba. This is
What I have for lunch.
What I have for lunch?
Good read, Brian.
well, Boomchi. I believe Brian had a can of meat before he stared at some large titties.
Yeah,
Well,
you
that was the
totally
other
blew
day.
your load. But you can pick a meal from a different day. That's a good
This is
play.
while he's been doing all week.
Oh, that's your play.
This is his typical
daily
lunch.
play.
Can of meat,
want-
stare at big titties.
Look, I knew you would be
That's dessert.
questioning my methodology, so I did eat canned meat every day and looked at fat titties every single day after it. So,
Yeah.
How do you like that for methodology?
It's pretty thorough. Oh, that's what we were going to talk about on the Double X Quantimino.
What's that, Gemini
What's that?
Jackson?
Try number 5.
Oh, yeah. We were going to
Strive for
educate him.
5.
The strive for 5.
The strive for 5.
So how would you describe the
I forgot
strive
what
for
it was.
5?
So this is
Complete
good.
mastery of the human spirit requires control of your own domain.
Right.
What's more in control of your own domain than jacking your dick off 5 times a day?
Is that control?
It's control. And it's also, I mean, it's edge control for one.
Well, you're not edge. You're finishing 5 times, dude.
Yeah,
How much
but
you got to
you-
edge for? You got
Hours.
This is gonna take hours.
This is going to
dude.
take hours. This takes hours. It's how you hone your tenacity, your strive. This is the essence of life. How do you hit that 5th nut? How do you crack that 5th nut after a whole day of masturbation? You know?
All right. So, okay, you do one before you go to bed at like about 12:01. Okay, so that's in the 24-hour period. So you do that one.
This is you in your 24-hour period. We're talking about waking period.
Fuck. Okay, so you wake up at about 8. Or you wake up earlier so that you can make this happen because it's pretty difficult. So you wake up around 6:30. You jerk off.
Make a
That
nice
one's a good one.
breakfast.
That one's enjoyable.
Yeah.
Okay, and
No,
then
that
I'd
was
say
like you're still sore from the day before. That's the painful one. That's probably the most painful one.
this is the first day you start.
This is
Right.
day 1 of your
Oh,
regiment.
Day 1
Of your
Jack
urethral
one.
regiment. Of your vas deferens.
We call this the initial jack.
This is this is
So
climbing the pump.
You got to sleep and produce. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I guess it would be what around 10, you do it again. That it's still pretty good. I mean, there's obviously not as much semen,
seems like a lot of time in
also, I don't know if you know,
between.
there's kind of
There's a lot of time in between.
I feel like there's
Mr.
a lot of
McFly.
lag here.
So you got the
What do you
6
mean?
a.m. You got to have the 6 a.m.
You
Then
also have, like,
go
your
back
work
to
schedule,
sleep.
man.
Yeah, you got your work schedule. So you go back to sleep, then you get up, say about 7:38.
I'm
and
talking
you
about
get number
6:15.
2 in there.
I'm talking about 6:15.
Oh.
Why?
So you're like out refractory round 2.
I
Fight.
gotta back to back these bitches. I got a callous dick, man.
Yeah, but why are you doing that just so that you can go to work and not have to work?
You got to get to
kinda
5
it in
before
early,
you go
like
to
going
bed,
the gym?
man. You got to get
stay
to
alive.
5.
5 to stay alive. The strive for 5.
Yeah, but why not space it out? I don't understand.
Because you're concentrating on that
You
the
got
whole
other
day.
things to do.
Yeah, you got a life ahead of you.
You gotta pay taxes.
Okay, well, look, this is how I'm choosing to do it, which is every couple hours. I
You're
think
pacing it.
It's the only way to do
I
it.
get it,
Have you
I
ever
get it.
tried? I mean, last time I tried to do like 3 or 4, I was like 14, and it starts to hurt, and it's not worth
It's
it.
because you don't have the training, man. You don't have the urethral capacity to jack it 5 times, man. You can't
So
hit 5 nuts. You can't crack 5 nuts.
Okay, so you crack 5 nuts and you feel good about it?
I
an
mean, like, that's
accomplishment.
the baseline, right?
That's
you
a
can
world
go
record.
above and beyond. The Call of Duty. It's just
You
know,
can talk about the 5th jack.
You know
once
how
you've reached the
everybody
5th jack.
how everybody is always talking about putting in the work. You got to put in the work
I don't know.
to be great. To accomplish greatness, you have to put in the work.
I don't know what good this is. What good will this bring my life? I don't understand why I need to do this.
Are you trying to achieve greatness?
I don't think so.
Yeah, obviously, because you're not willing to put in the work.
Okay. All right. So you just
Monkey's out
achieve
of the
some sort of
bottle, man.
general greatness. Genital greatness.
General greatness.
Okay.
This is just
All right, well, I'll give it a shot.
In order to achieve greatness, you have to be willing to put in the work, and this is.
I still don't know why I'm supposed to do this, but if I guess I need to do. I guess I'll
we
start
weren't
tomorrow,
asking you
6
to do
a.m.
it. This is
Plateau
up to
it.
you, man. We were
Once you
just trying to
plateau it.
explain the concept of
Yeah.
the 5th jack.
Yeah. What
Okay,
it
so
takes
what
to
is
get,
I mean, I think I cut you off. I mean, what is the concept of the 5th jack?
It's
Did
getting
we
to
already
the
talk
5th
about it?
jack.
It's hard to get there.
Yeah.
That's the whole concept. The 5th jack is kind of like a philosophy, a philosophical moment of, how you achieve things in life.
It's the top
it's
of
a- it's an
Maslow's
a-
hierarchy of needs.
Yeah.
Well,
It's an analog.
May I direct your attention to the phrase "the 11th hour"? Is that a similar concept?
That's a
You
weak
have to
version
have
of it.
completed your 5th jack by the 11th hour.
There you go.
That's how the 11th hour fits there. It's actually, that's what the 11th hour, that's what the turn of phrase comes from. It's a truncation of, you must fit your 5th jack in by the 11th hour.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
They
The 11th hour is
bastardized
a
it.
short version of
Right.
what it really means.
Yeah, of the
Yeah.
entire
So,
phrase.
Wait, hold on.
Of the
Let me
whole
get this
phrase.
straight. The show on MSNBC starring Brian Williams, which is called The 11th Hour, is based off the expression "you have to fit your 5th jack into the 11th hour" by the 11th
By
hour.
the 11th hour, yes.
Wow, that's news, dude.
That's
People are
news.
going to be shocked to
And,
learn that.
Like, the reason he named it that is because he knows. He understands what it takes to be a champion. And why do you think he's on TV, man? He knows.
Yeah, that's true. He's definitely doing 5th jack.
At least. He's 5th jack by 7 a.m. That guy's up.
It's just a rapid fire. Like, he got some chambered up.
Yeah, maybe he has an overactive, like, nerve bending there or something like that. You know what I mean? Maybe he got, like, dick acupuncture to where he can actually achieve, like, nirvana. He can achieve nirvana through dick acupuncture.
I'm kind of I'm a dry jacker, and I think once I start doing this 5th jack thing, I'm gonna have to not do that anymore, because otherwise I will ruin my dick.
Yeah, if you're a dry jacker, if you're coughing up dust on your first one, I mean, like, maybe by the time you're at your 5th one, you be fucking coming diamonds, dude.
Bitch!
Because it's that pressure, it's that heat, it's the tenacity,
Monkey's out of the bottle,
your
man.
will that wills that last drop out, and that's a diamond, man.
Yeah.
Diamonds are built under
Grit,
pressure.
so you're talking about grit. This whole thing is about grit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tenacity.
Bottom line.
Bottom line, what does it take to get to that 5th jack? You got to put everything you have into it.
5th
You
jack
gotta-
gets you grit.
You have to
I
dig
was
deep.
skeptical, but I am on board with the philosophy of the 5th jack.
5th jack by the 11th hour.
Starring Brian Williams.
So you didn't finish, like, you didn't say when you had number 3 and number 4. Were you just like a couple hours in between? So you start
Yeah, it was just kind of
6, 8, 10, 12. You're done by 2.
He's going at it as a chore, as opposed to an experience.
Which is back to back to back to back.
No,
Back
which
to
is
back
yeah,
to back to back to back.
yeah.
every
which is
couple
actually-
hours though.
That's what I'm saying, but Gemini is saying that you have to do it all within a span of 2 hours, and then you go to work like a normal
I'm saying
person.
there are different ways to approach it, but yours seems impractical because your entire workday gets in the way of your jack sessions.
It doesn't take that long.
Amateur hour.
You can just run
We're
into the
cranking it
plug-
out in like 3 minutes. So,
But you're in like round
that's
3, round 4, round
3,
5.
round 4 is
yeah.
it's still
Yeah,
only
those
taking
are some
3 minutes.
fights.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
you're right about
Come on,
that. I didn't
man.
think about
There's
that.
a battle ahead of you. Like you're a little bit
You gotta
worn
like
out.
fucking fiddler crab
Yeah.
that. That's right.
Your
He's
heart's
not even
beating.
part of that fiddler
You're starting
crabs.
to sweat.
Wait, what are you saying? Fiddler?
Fiddler crabs, man.
What's that? What
That's our
is that?
softball
That's
team.
the mascot.
That's a Slam City
Fiddler
softball team.
Crabs.
Is the Fiddler Crabs?
Because they got one really
that
big
really
arm.
big claw.
They got one really
It's a
big
jack
claw.
claw.
They only have one really big arm. The other one's tiny.
Okay, but what's
their
the
jack
fiddler
arm.
part? I don't understand.
Oh, you don't
'Cause
know what a
like this.
fiddler crab is?
Fiddling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, their big claw's a fiddle, or
Yeah.
it's supposed to be,
yeah.
and they look like
It's a
they're
fiddler
playing
crab, an
fiddle.
actual crab?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It has
common
one
crab.
really big claw and one tiny ass claw.
The males
Really,
have one
dude?
really big claw.
Okay, it makes sense now. I wish I would have known I wish I had seen a picture of a fiddler crab before.
Yeah, no, the
No, I would've
visual.
known.
I mean, like once you see it, you're like, that's hilarious.
Now you know.
All right,
Fiddler
guys.
crab.
Back to what I had for lunch.
Boom Chi. I had leftovers.
Boom chi.
Boom Chi. It was
chicken
it's a
and rice.
chain. There was
Oh.
chicken involved.
Was it Church's Fried Chicken?
You're on the right track. It was fried
Popeyes.
chicken. It was not either of those places.
You had KFC?
I did.
Jesus Christ, what's wrong with you?
Nothing, man. They
KFC
got
is
famous
by and
bowls.
far the worst of the fast food
I didn't
fried
say it was
chickens.
good.
Their sides are pretty good, though, I think.
But other places got
right?
sides too.
Yeah, Popeyes has good sides.
But they have their own brand of stuff, like the famous bowl,
Yeah.
original crispy,
The
11
double
herbs
down,
and
baby.
spices.
Yeah, but that
double
original
down.
crispy sucks. That's garbage chicken, man.
I didn't say it had to be good.
It just
It's
gotta
on-
be original.
It's
It
on
don't-
brand.
It ain't gotta be good. It just gotta be original.
Yeah, it's just got to
That's
be
their new-
KFC.
that's- their new-
That's their new slogan. It ain't gotta be good. It just gotta be original. 11 herbs and spices. Dash Colonel Sanders.
Okay, so you had like a couple pieces. You had what, a 3-piece?
Leftover
There was
famous bowl.
leftover. Yeah, there was some leftover
So-
famous bowl, some leftover mashed potatoes, gravy.
Doesn't the famous bowl have mashed
Yeah,
potatoes in
this
it?
was mashed potatoes on mashed potatoes. There was just some
Shit,
chicken
dude.
nuggets in between. You know, I was finished up a old famous bowl, leftover famous bowl.
Bought a new one.
No, I
Mix
didn't buy a
them
new
together.
one. I had a
No, you just bought mashed
big
potatoes.
family side of mashed potatoes left too, with some gravy, and just ate it.
Oh wait, so you bought the famous bowl, which has mashed potatoes,
There was a
and
famous
you
bowl and a
knew that
family
you were like,
meal.
this is not going to be enough mashed potatoes.
I could care less about their mashed potatoes. It's just like powdered mixed with waters, you know?
It doesn't have to be good.
Bullshit.
Yeah, it just has to be on brand, right?
This has to be original.
Bullshit.
But the gravy tastes like it has the 11 herbs and spices in it. Their
Yeah,
gravy,
the gravy's good.
they have their own thing going there.
The Popeyes mashed potatoes and the Cajun mashed potatoes are just
With the
just
giblets?
awesome.
Yeah, with the pieces in it.
I'm not a fan
Yeah,
of
dude.
giblets, man.
They got pieces.
like
man.
giblets?
They got pieces, man. That gravy got pieces in it.
That were once inside that chicken,
Everything was inside that chicken at one point,
including the mashed potatoes.
including every piece of chicken you're eating.
That mashed potatoes is powdered feet.
Powdered feet.
Yeah, the chicken
the,
feet.
The
They
mashed
just like
potatoes at
Popeyes.
Popeyes are different.
Yeah, it's good.
They got lumps.
It might be real, dude. It might be real
Might
potatoes.
be real potatoes. Why not?
Yeah, it could be dehydrated. They just rehydrated. Got lumps.
Maybe they just didn't do it right. He's saying.
Oh yeah.
What is this, amateur hour?
Gemini, what'd you eat, huh?
Let's see. What did I have for lunch? I made it at home.
Oh no, hold on. Let me see if I can get it. Just
Oh, boom!
a cold
I
guess.
made it at home. Yeah.
okay. I can't even think of a. I just need to think of a meal, and I can't think of any meal.
If you thought of the top 5 meals of all time, this would be one of them.
Pizza.
No, the other one.
Burgers.
The
Steak.
other one.
A sandwich.
The last one.
A steak?
No,
He said that.
one last one.
Pasta of some kind.
It's meat. Boomchi, it's meat. Boomchi, it's mostly meat.
A hot dog?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I had 2 of them, actually.
Oh, you went to QT.
Okay.
No, I made them.
Oh.
I bought them.
Did you boil them?
No, who boils dogs, dude? That's fucking
Did you Bermuda
gross.
them?
I just put it on top of the stove because I have a gas stove. So I just put them direct on the burner.
Nice. Wait, so you didn't have a mom who boiled weenies?
No, our mom never boiled weenies.
My mom boils weenies to this day. I just ate a boiled weenie.
It's disgusting, man.
Probably 2 nights ago.
It's not
with Wolf Brand chili.
It's not any more efficient than just cooking it on the in the pan.
I know,
better when
and it
you
tastes
heat it up in the
worse.
pan.
It tastes worse.
Yeah.
You're just draining all the flavor out and like not even
You get like a
crisping up-
wrinkly ass.
Yeah,
like,
you're not crisping up the skin at all.
Monkeys out of the bottle.
It's just,
just get a
soggy
wrinkly ass dick.
wiener,
Bullshit.
a soggy wiener, and that's all it is.
It's gross, dude.
Yeah. Not
And
a
then you
fan.
take it out of the water. You can smell the wiener water.
Yeah. Okay, so not only you're washing out all the good part of the hot dog.
Yeah. You
And
don't
ma-
get a crisp. You don't get like a flame broiled situation.
Nope. Everything
I don't know. I'll
primal
talk to my
about
mom
a hot
about it.
dog. It's just like maybe you're trying to refine it. This is like a sous vide technique.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm out.
I'm gonna have a talk with my mom when I get home.
Hey,
and-
we need to talk about this hot dog situation, Mom. She's like, oh wait, I've seen this.
I know what the answer is that my dad has the worst taste. Yeah. So anytime my mom cooks anything good, he says, it was a little spicy. And then, and then she takes it off the fucking menu.
So like basically her solution to circumventing all future it's too spicy is to wash all the flavor off of the food in the first place. I don't cook anything. I only boil food.
What if she boiled every meat to make sure that all the
spices were out? Yeah, I mean,
I've been talking a lot of shit on my dad today, though.
you kind of have been snapping on him, dude. He like ground you or something?
Ass down.
No.
Bitch.
Yeah, dude, I'm grounded.
fucking hella grounded.
He told me I couldn't podcast, but I'm being bad.
This is pirate podcasting from Brian McFly's bedroom. Yeah, I'm grounded, but you don't know I'm podcasting. That's right, Dad. I'm motherfucking podcasting. Tell him Gemini sent you. This is rebellion, man. This is what it looks like. Kids, pay attention. This is what rebellion looks like. Your parents say you can't podcast. Maybe you podcast.
Yeah, they don't. Parents these days don't care if you come out as dude, but you start a podcast with your boys, it's over, dude.
Game over.
Sit your little sexy ass
Game
down.
over.
Monkeys out of the bottle, man.
All right, I think that's what everybody had for lunch. Is that true or false?
I had Boomchi. I'm just gonna tell you, Boomchi Frito pie, dude.
Dang,
Not
dude.
for lunch, but for
Wait,
dinner.
Last time you had Frito pie as well.
Yeah, my mom. That's another thing. You know what? That's another thing.
Because she has a very limited menu that she can cook from.
She has about 14 dishes, but like,
most of them are Frito pie.
comes up a lot. It comes up before the rotation's over.
Jesus, Mom, why don't you keep some variety in it? Oh, okay, that's why she doesn't keep variety, because it is the spice of life, and that would be way too spicy for your dad.
Dad would be pissed, dude. He hates life and spice.
Hey, honey, can you wash my chili for me? It's a little spicy.
Can you boil my chili in
meat?
water?
Cool, so that was what we had for lunch. This is Eric America's Learning Corner. That's right. From America's heartland, Slam City, is Eric America. All right, listen up, people. Around the globe, people are eating more cheese. Don't I know it?
Mostly me. I'm skewing the numbers. You know how Art likes his numbers. Americans alone have gone from eating 16 pounds to 37. See, what I do is I eat 17,000 pounds of cheese a month so that I take care of all my homeboys with that. With the numbers. 37 pounds of cheese per year. Brian McFly, how many pounds of cheese have you eaten this month?
Shit, dude. I eat a lot of cheese.
Yeah, you do. Cheese consumption has even been growing in places like China. They're getting on the cheese train. I've been on that cheese train for a long time. Welcome aboard, China, which traditionally did not have much cheese consumption because of their lactose intolerance.
Is that true?
Traditionally speaking.
Is that true? I mean, it sounds like you know this is a true fact, Eric.
Why do you think I know that? What are you trying to
I don't know.
intimate?
It sounded like
that I'm some kind of a Chinese or something?
No, I mean, I would never, dude. Eric, I would never say that you're Chinese.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But you said it with confidence. Is this a true fact that Chinese people are more likely to be lactose intolerant or no?
I think Asians in general, something about the not growing up with it and stuff.
Oh, that makes sense.
They don't have the cow
population.
milk. The cow milk got a lot of lactose in their titties. So goats and stuff don't got that much.
Okay. So this is 16 pounds
we doubled.
to 37 pounds a person.
USA. That's 3 pounds a month. We got to get them damn numbers up. 3 pounds of
this
cheese
is
a
saying
month.
per person is what they're saying?
Per poison. No.
The average?
Not per poison. Per American.
Oh, thank you. Okay, my bad. I didn't mean to besmirch Americans like that.
We're number one.
Sit your little sexy ass
all time. Forever.
Like brushing your teeth, Eric America?
Oh, sure. That after brushing your teeth, you should spit. Don't rinse. That's right. Let it sit, baby girl. Let it infiltrate. And then let me know how it feels.
You need to sit your little sexy
Rinsing
ass
your
down.
mouth results in the protective ingredients being removed from them teats. So, just brush like a goddamn animal and don't rinse your mouth or nothing. Just go to bed with foamy mouth.
This was news to me too. I just learned this just now. It makes sense.
I didn't know that the toothpaste got active ingredients to make you good. I thought it's just like an abrasive to clean the gunk off.
Like it's just a lubricant to.
No, it's like sandpaper.
Oh, okay.
Polish up them teats. You know what I mean? Bada bing,
I
bada
see.
boom. Just
Well,
get
yeah,
all
the
that
active
shit out
ingredient
there.
is fluoride, right?
There's no fluoride in toothpaste. That's in the water to make you stupid.
Bullshit.
That's what.
There's fluoride
Eric,
in the
Eric,
water.
I mean, that's
make
a
you stupid.
conspiracy theory.
That's
dude.
why I don't drink water. Coca-Cola only.
Dude, that's the least surprising thing I've ever learned about you is that you've replaced all water with Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola only. Pepsi not okay.
Wow. Well, so I mean,
When
you
I go to
definitely need
KFC
just
and
keep
shit
that-
like that, when I go to KFC and shit like that, and they ask me if Pepsi okay, I said no. This is goddamn America.
Bullshit.
And they go to the store and get me a Coke. Because this is America. All right, lastly, before I head out, one last one. Let me hit you with this one. When Mr. Potato Head was first introduced, parents were expected to supply their own potato. Oh, yeah, I knew this. Yeah, I used to put mine in the microwave.
You knew
for,
this, huh?
Mr. Potato Head, you know what I mean? Get up in them titties.
Wait, what? You
Mrs.
put the potato in
Potato
the microwave.
In the microwave. Potatoes, bagels,
Bullshit.
donuts,
Yeah.
bread.
And then what?
Put your penis in it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Put it around or on top of your penis.
You need to sit your
Wow.
little sexy
When you
ass
got to get to
down.
5, when you strive for 5, stay alive.
That's true. That's true. Well, I was
gotta
just,
get to be
I kind of
inventive.
got lost in thought there because I was thinking about, you can burn your mouth, on a hot pocket. So
you
just
can burn
imagine
your
what's
dick a
going on
couple
with
times.
that dick.
And then it gets calloused and you don't got to worry about it no more.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Microwave can only get so hot.
I don't think that's true.
Microwave can only get so hot. Okay?
Well, yeah.
Federal regulations made the pieces less sharp, so Hasbro was forced to include a plastic potato with pre-made holes.
What do you know about pre-made holes,
I
huh?
know a couple things. Let's talk about no holes, okay?
Yeah.
I'm a drop
I don't
shipper.
want to.
You know what
I don't
drop
want to
shipping
level
is?
any accusations at you, but I've heard you speak of women as pre-made holes. Is this true or no?
Whoa, I don't. Eric America does not get down on misogyny. I get down on a little massaging me and massaging you.
Hey, I know we don't. You can cut this if you want because it's probably off topic for this podcast. But today they got rid of the gender of Potato Head, so now it's just a genderless Potato Head. They dropped the mystery.
I did see that.
It's just Potato Head.
It's like a potato, but you get to pick the accessories out.
It's
to
miscellaneous
make it whatever
Potato
you
Head.
want. There's no Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. It's just a potato head.
It's no longer Mr. or Mrs. It's miscellaneous.
It is funny to imagine people getting really pissed off as if there needs to be a gender on the potato.
Right. Potato Head got
anyways.
dick or titties.
Bullshit.
True story. I tried to look for it. When I was a kid, I was like looking for potato dicks.
That they should have one.
Yeah, but you would think that a potato got a dick, but it don't. And that's what I learned that day.
What are those little things when the
eyes?
potato? Yeah,
Not a dick,
yeah, they're kind of a dick.
but not really a dick.
If you take all of the little eyes off except the one towards the bottom, it would
Yeah,
look like
then
a
maybe
dick.
it's a dick. You're right. Then maybe it's a dick. But like, that's kind of small in comparison to the rest of the potato. You know what I mean?
That's true. It's a.
I'd want a
the ratio's
potato.
off.
How big of a dick you think a potato should have? I was thinking like 1/3 its body size, like me.
Well, really?
I got a club dick. You want to talk
You
about
got a
it?
what? Club dick?
A clubbed dick. You know, some people got a clubbed foot. I got a clubbed dick. It got to bend in the middle.
What, but you said the ratio is 1 to 3.
1 to 3. 3 parts
Jesus
dick, 1 part body.
Christ.
3 parts dick, 1 part body.
Okay. Where do you keep it? It
I'm
seems like you wouldn't be able to
340
hide that.
I'm 340 pounds. That's 2 measurements.
All right.
All
I learned
right.
a lot during Erica America's Learning
All
Corner.
right, so next time I'll tell you the top 10 dicks of the vegetable kingdom. So stay tuned, okay? When your hair's all messed up and you look like shit, there's a solution for you. Blow and Go. State-of-the-line solid-state technology sourced with the bestest Japanese technology to create the best hairdryer in the world. Shit, even the universe. 10 levels of blow with 2 hyperdrives. It's the apex of the vortex, the tsunami mommy. You can read up on the advanced features of Blow and Go on your own time. For now, just Blow and Go. That's all you need to know. Every major department store that's worth a shit. And gas stations. And bodegas got them.
Everyone's entitled to the truth. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Slam City Radio. Get in touch with us through our contact form at slamcityradio.com. We'll send you a sticker, the Nashky Girls stick it. Subscribe, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, all day, every day.
Scram! I said split! Take the scene, you turkeys! Get out of my house! I'll see y'all tomorrow. This ends now!
Oh, shit. Was that too much?
Hit 'em up.